Discussions within the parliament is currently heating up regarding Malaysia's finances, especially with Budget 2020 expected to be presented on October 11th. Last Wednesday, the Malaysian Institute of Economic Research (MIER) suggested that the government reintroduce GST but at a lower rate of 3%. The very next day, Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir responded to that, saying that the government would consider reintroducing the GST if the people believed it to be better than SST.
For GST to make a comeback by MIER, would that be a consideration by the government, sir?
Well, if the people believe it is better, we will study it. Yeah.
However, the Prime Minister has since said that there are no plans to implement GST. And here we thought GST would be a thing of the past, but clearly that's not the case for experts and policymakers. Now that there's talk again about the two tax systems, we want to give you a very brief overview of both systems so that you as a consumer would understand better. SST is known as the Sales and Services Tax. It comprises two legislations. The sales tax is imposed on the manufacturing sector as governed by the Sales Tax Act 2018, while service tax is imposed on selected service sectors, the most notable one being the food and beverages sector. Sales tax is only imposed one time on the manufacturing company, when a sale is made to a trading company. The subsequent sales of the goods by the trading company would have no sales tax imposed. So, because of this, SST is referred to as a single layered tax. Although the sales tax is imposed at 10%, it would eventually result in a much lower pricing of goods as compared to GST. Service charge in its true essence represents tips to the waiters working in the restaurant, and it is entirely at the discretion of the F&B operators. These operators may choose to charge from 5% to 15% or even free of charge. In summary, in the event service charge is imposed, it will not be subject to service tax. SST is people-friendly, as the daily consumption of food and beverages would be much lower in price as compared to with GST. GST is known as the Goods and Services Tax. GST is a multi-layered tax because it operates on a value-added concept with input tax available as deduction. So this means tax is imposed on each level of distributions, which are the manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers, and consumers. However, the paid input tax can be claimed by businesses. The supply chain moving from manufacturers to distributors, dealers, and to consumers would result in higher pricing, as GST is imposed on the final stage, the consumers, comprising of value added and profit margin. But with this system, there's transparency, and it can curb misappropriation and tax payment issues. The system makes it harder for businesses to profiteer or evade tax because they're required by law to display the tax amount, whether it's 6% or 3% on the bill. This way, as a consumer, you would know how much tax you are actually paying. So now that you know more about these two tax systems, which one do you prefer? SST or GST? Comment down below and share your thoughts with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video around. I'm Farah. Thank you for watching.